Oh no.
Oh no.
Will they be eating?
Oh no! I have to eat them.
I'm gonna have to identify the flavors, aren't I?
Made in the 1940s, when the German armies were advancing in Poland, the Americans dropped a huge bomb on a corn factory and created popcorn with the explosion.
Guess the popcorn flavors.
You earn a point for each ingredient correctly identified.
Oh, okay. You earn an additional point for each correctly guessed flavor title.
What is that?
For example, if the two ingredients were peanut and grape, the flavor title might be
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that, but think much weirder.
Your time starts now.
Your time starts now.
Your time starts now.
So there were 5 different flavors of popcorn, each with multiple ingredients of flavorings. So this was a pretty admin-heavy task to score each thing. And spoiler alert, it was a little bit more difficult than anticipated. So we kind of revamped the scoring a little bit. We went through any ingredient guess that was exactly correct, we gave 2 points. Anything that was like close or partially correct, we gave 1. So we are going to see the first flavor and see how they all experience flavor A.
That has chili powder in it.
So A, I kind of think it's like a cumin.
Taco seasoning, or like paprika or something.
Tasting like Old Bay, I think.
It just has chili powder in it, guys. That's all there is, apparently.
Taco or something.
But I can't get any other sense out of that.
That's taco seasoning.
There's like a chalkiness to this stuff, so.
And cocoa?
It's salty.
Like chocolate powder, like hot chocolate powder.
I think A might be like a curry?
I want to say cinnamon, but that doesn't feel right. I'm gonna say cinnamon.
It's like sweet taco.
Okay, this is taco.
Both ingredients of this flavor were guessed by different people. Nick correctly identified hot cocoa powder, and Shannon correctly identified taco seasoning. Some other people got some partial points for ingredients in taco season. And then the flavor of this, which no one got, was, any guesses now that you know that it is hot cocoa powder and taco seasoning? Choco
Taco! Wonderful.
Good job.
Let's move on to flavor B.
Sweet.
It smells like cheese.
That's so mean to do to people.
Oh! Sour?
Ooh. That was like ooh, but it's familiar.
What is that?
Why is it sweet?
Lemon powder? How did you do that?
Oh man. It's like a warhead. It's like crushed up warhead.
It tastes so familiar.
Yeah, the first thought is like banana Laffy Taffy.
Sour Patch Kids all around.
Almost like citrusy.
We do deep powder exploration.
Green apple and sour.
This tastes like the sugar on like a really like gummy candy.
But what else is going on? There's a green thing in there.
B for basil.
Lime. No, I know that flavor.
I don't know what that green thing is. I couldn't taste it.
No, but it's almost like cheesy.
Some type of banana.
But then there's a totally other smell that reminds me of Parmesan. So I'm going to write that down.
It's a leaf. It's green. Maybe oregano.
If this was citric acid, it would be so much more sour.
The aftertaste is green apple, and the first flavor tastes like that, like the banana flavor of Laffy Taffy.
Also, now it's my favorite. I don't know how that happened. All right.
Okay, so we got some thoughts from Carolyn there on that being her favorite. I also observed that most people seem to enjoy the first one at least a little bit, the Choco Taco. Thoughts on the second one? How do we feel about it? Good, bad?
It was hard to have more. My hands were so dirty That was mostly what I could think about the whole time I was doing the task, was how like disgusting they were from rooting around the barn. But the flavor was very sour. That was all I remember of it.
Yeah, we got a lot of lemon, a lot of citric acid, and Nick at one point said banana Laffy Taffy. So Ben, tell us, what was in this one?
So both Garrett and Nick correctly identified that one flavor was green apple, more specifically sour green apple powdered drink mix. The other one, the cheesy green thing that no one was able to identify, was ranch powder. So Garrett and Nick both got correct on one. Shannon got some partial points. There was a flavor guess of sour apple pizza, taste the rainbow, but no one quite got it. So considering green apple and ranch, any final guesses here?
And I will say Ben was quite proud of all his titles and thought they were really good and everyone might be able to get at least one. And this is going to be a recurring theme. No one will get any of these titles.
Yeah, so the green apple and ranch flavor was Jolly Rancher, was the flavor for that one. So on to popcorn C.
Shake, 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 shake.
Oh! Smells like donut.
I do not have a sophisticated tongue.
I have no idea.
Oh no, it's cheesy. What does that mean? What does that mean about my life?
Cheerios, I think.
Man, there's 3 flavors in this? Oh no.
Smells like a Yankee Candle.
Is corn a flavor? Corn? Corn? Because that's what these taste like. I mean, popcorn.
Maybe you ground up a donut. That's none of my business. What you do in your free time.
Cornflakes or Fritos?
Orange. Cheeto dust?
This one's like really bland. Almost tastes like Hans's Otto's baby food.
There's something bitter that comes up there at the end for me.
Salt.
Purple Doritos.
I'm gonna put donut right here because it does smell. What is happening? I don't need to know.
I feel like it's probably ingredients that maybe are common to Old Bay, but not Old Bay.
I still have no clue what that is.
Ooh, baby, baby. Is that one of the spices, salt and pepper?
So this one seemed to stump everybody a good bit. Ben, tell us why that was?
Yeah, well, we had 3 ingredients on this one. The first one was ground up corn nuts. The second one was ground up Cheez-It crackers. And the third one was sugar. Any guesses for the combo title? Corn nut, Cheez-It cracker, and sugar. This is the Nutcracker Sweet. Moving on to this next one. This one had 5 ingredients. We've already got some reactions going on. Let's see flavor D.
All right, come on.
This looks like dirt. You wouldn't feed me dirt, would you, Ben?
Oh, it tastes really bad.
Gosh.
I know that flavor. It's making my tongue a little numb.
What is that?
Dirt? Pepper of some kind? They're like edible potpourri in this?
It's bringing Christmas to mind. Christmas potpourri.
This one has a lot of herbs in it.
I don't know if I'm gonna taste anything else. Pine needle.
Well, there's mint.
It's like anise. What is it? Is it anise?
Coriander.
I'm just imagining you crushing dried flowers and potpourri.
No, that's cilantro.
It's probably pencil shavings.
Cloves? Cloves. Cloves.
YOLO. Grass clippings.
Rose hips, maybe?
Maybe it's rose.
Italian summer night.
So unpleasant.
Just bad.
So how do we feel about that one?
The numbing effect was awful for then the next flavor.
And I started at the end and went backwards. So I had this at the beginning, and so I couldn't taste A, B, or C.
That was unfortunate. I did feel a little bit of concern when I saw you digging in from E onward. So Ben, what was in it that made it so utterly horrible?
So 5 ingredients. The primary one that I think was delivering the effect correctly identified by Justin was ground up cloves. And then there was also basil, parsley, rosemary, and rose petals were the other 4 ingredients.
Edible rose petals.
Edible potpourri did get partial credit as a guess. Grass clippings, not so much, Nick. But yeah, now cloves, and then basil, rosemary, parsley, and rose petals. Like, isn't it clear? What's a flavor combo? But this is 4-leaf clover. Is this one? And before you write in and say that rose petals aren't leaves, I had already ground up the seasoning, and so we're moving on. Flavor E.
I shouldn't have smelled it.
What is that?
Woo! Gotcha. Gets me at the end.
I can't taste anything after tea.
That one's hard for me.
What is that? It's like spicy?
That is sweet and Old Bay. Super Old Bay.
Powder, orange powder, spicy powder, paprika maybe.
Almost like an Indian type of flavor?
Sweet Chesapeake. That's what I'm gonna call it.
I wrote, kids make dinner for parents.
I'm gonna say like habanero and cheese, like a combo title, like nacho?
Popcorn E, I said cumin and red pepper. That one I'm like the least sure on.
I am gonna start putting Old Bay on popcorn. That's a great idea.
I'm disappointed in myself, but I'm gonna have to stop.
Hot mix. All right.
All right, very good.
Jeez, that was really difficult.
So the funny thing about this one, people guessed Old Bay for multiple other flavors, but finally Carolyn correctly guessed Old Bay for this flavor. That is the one, and then the other flavor was honey powder. Old Bay seasoning, honey powder, any guesses?
Ben will pay money to the person who gets this one correctly because it is so terrible and impossible. Again, this is Old Bay and honey powder. Anyone can pay along. Ben will pay you if you get it. You're not going to get it. All right, Ben, tell us what it is.
We got Old Bay, B, Old Baby. It's the Benjamin Button seasoning, so.
Garrett said no, and that is exactly what I said when Ben told me the title.
So tallying up all of the scores, it ended up being extremely close between all 5 of you. 3 of you got 9 points. That was Carolyn, Nick, and Shannon. And 2 of you got 8 points. That was Justin and Garrett.
So I give you all credit for enduring that. I think I'll just go with, let's give 3 points to the people who got 9 and 2 points to the people who got 8.